Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Talm'Bout Podcast. I am your host, Physic. Some may know me as Zeke, some may not know me at all, but somehow, some way, you found your way to stumble upon this gem. So welcome back if this is your second time. Welcome if this is your first time. You already know what it is, what we do. Just cover this culture, these sports, this music, just the topics of what I feel like, need to be discussed. And I want y'all to join the conversation, obviously. But welcome back. You already know what we do. Start of the week. Got to start it off with the best sport in the world. We talk about the NFL. Well, matter of fact, maybe the NBA. But matter of fact, right now it's the NFL. We talk about the NFL. Drop a bomb on them. Oof. We dropping bombs on them because it was a battle. It was a battle. The battle for New York, the Giants versus the Bills. Tyrod Taylor facing his old team. Some craziness transpired. Even though the Giants walked away with the loss, I do gotta say, man, it felt like a new breath of fresh air for the Giants. It almost felt like a new style for the Giants. Just kind of was discovered yesterday through Tyrod Taylor's performance. We obviously know our offensive line is trash. O-line can't hold nothing. But Daniel Jones, he's always expecting the sack. He's always ready for it, tucking his head, tucking his tail, ready for it. We seen Tyrod Taylor scrambling, running, getting those first downs, pushing the chains. Like it I mean, if you ask me, This might have just started a new discussion on who should be the leading quarterback of the New York Giants organization. I'm just saying, let's drop a bomb on them. I'm just saying. Let me pull up my stats real quick. We had Saquon Barkley finally coming back, and looking healthy. 93 yards and 24 snaps, looking healthy. I felt like the Giants didn't utilize him the way that we should have, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Used horrible time management in the first half. We could have scored in the half. That might have changed the factor of the game. Even if it would have been a field goal, it might have changed the factor of the game in the end, in the long run. But I'm talking about. Let me go fast forward just a little bit for a second. I'm talking about those last two plays. It almost felt like the Bills kind of set up for us to win this joint. Missed the field goal. We come back, take the shit all the way down to the red zone, get to the 2-yard penalty. That definitely was a penalty. Second one, penalty, but they didn't call the penalty. But why would they go for the pass? It almost felt like some Seahawks type deal. Seahawks Pete Carroll type play. You want to run the pass, you want to run the same exact thing. We lucky we didn't get it intercepted, but you running the same exact thing and they expected it. Giants could have walked away with the victory, didn't walk away with the victory. But it was a battle. The defense played very well tonight. Offense played pretty well tonight. Tyrod Taylor finally, started passing it to receivers that we know that could do something for the team. Started passing it to Waller more. We see what Waller could have done. Waller could have I feel like Waller possibly could have caught that touchdown. But the first one might have flopped a little. But we seen his performance today. We seen Saquon Barkley looking healthy today. We seen a quarterback utilizing the pieces that he has and making something happen. It's not what we've been seeing with Daniel Jones, and we all know this. 1-5. Now, 1-5. But yesterday was a hard-fought battle. It just seemed like all the teams in New York are just trying to fight for it right now at the end. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bills. They've been a little rocky start, but they getting it done. The Giants obviously doing a terrible job. But we seen a little bit of light. We seen a little bit of life on Sunday. And it kind of was a breath of fresh air because, all right, you know what? it's time for the Giants organization to get it together because this shit ain't really happening, man. You know what I'm saying? But we seeing the Jets too. Jets out here really doing their thing, really pushing, not trying to give up, but we'll talk about that in a second as well. The Giants, they held Josh Allen in the first to no scores. But Josh Allen still, you know what Josh Allen do, man. He find Diggs. Find Diggs, always get it to Diggs. Diggs always finding a way to move these chains forward. It's like, when a quarterback has that receiver that he can pass it to, his go-to, he's always going to find him open no matter where he's at. It might be two-man coverage on him, but if he could find a little quick little second that he going to get it there. Our receiver, Daniel Jones hasn't gotten that with none of our receivers, but we seen Tyrod Taylor kind of getting that with Waller today, hitting them in some crazy, times that we needed. We went to the red zone 5 times today. Couldn't get no touchdown. 0-5 in the red zone. But damn, I'm like trying to recall when was the last time that the Giants with Daniel Jones in under the snap when we ever get to the red zone this season. Like, it's been almost impossible. But once again, Giants walked away with the L, but played a whole different phenomenal type of football that it was needed. It was needed because I feel like coach's job is starting to come into question. And much respect to the coach, man, but this season just ain't been it for the team. Really ain't been it. And it just ain't really been it for New York in general. Jets did walk away with a victory yesterday, though. Let's not forget about that. Jets walked away with a victory. Dropped bombs on the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Straight gunned them. Now, the Jets finally got the first win in their franchise history against the Eagles. Walked away with the win 20-14. I felt like yesterday we saw once again a new breath of fresh air for another New York organization. Saw a breath of fresh air. Zach Wilson finally looking like he's getting comfortable in his role. Finally looking like, okay, you know what? I got to be the person to, do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to just play my position. Yeah, the defense, the Eagles defense obviously is a threat as always. Found ways to get to him, but they couldn't find a way to keep him back. They couldn't find a way to stop the victory. But I give a lot of credit as well to the Jets defense. The Jets defense is really like, even without Sauce Gardner, they're still going against some of the best teams in the NFL and really competing against them. You know what I'm saying? Went against the Kansas City Chiefs, went against the Bills, went against a lot of these teams. Went against Philly and walked away with the victory. So you got to give a lot of credit to the Jets organization, even without Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers talking about he's going to come back, but even without Aaron Rodgers, they're starting to find a way. And I've been saying this on this pod that no matter what they going through, they still have that resilience and they still finding that hunger in them to try to, revive the season. Now, is this something that is possible? Do y'all believe that the Jets can revive their season where they're at now? Sitting at 3-3, if I'm not mistaken. Sitting at 3-3, can they revive this season? Is there a possibility that Zach Wilson can still accomplish it? Get through these next few games. And if Aaron Rodgers does happen to come back, because they're saying he's going to come back in January, that's what they're speculating. Do y'all think that the Jets can really compete? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, they are built and set up for a championship team with the caliber players they have sitting on both sides. So if they get to that level, if they are able to make it to January with winning, maybe just skating by, but winning either way, do y'all believe that the Jets could get back into who we thought the Jets were going to be this year? Aaron Rodgers get back healthy. come back in the clutch and really make a move for this team. Do y'all believe that? Make sure y'all write that in the comments. But they looked fucking good, man. They looked fucking good. Zach Wilson had to do what he had to do. Jalen Hurts kind of was exposed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They pointed out his flaws. Because Jalen Hurts, let's give it up to him. You know, he is a phenomenal quarterback. We got to give it up to Jalen Hurts. And I'm not an Eagles fan, but he is a phenomenal quarterback. And at the end of the day, he does have his flaws. And it seems to me as, you know, when you go against one of these good defenses like the Jets, they're going to expose those flaws. He took the undefeated title from the Eagles. But just think about this, man. The Jets have really competed against some of the best teams in the NFL. And yeah, they might have not walking away with the victory, or they did on occasions, but they've competed against some of the best teams in the NFL, and they're still trying to like really sustain themselves, you know. But like I said, they exposed Jalen Hurts yesterday. Jalen Hurts looked like he was moving a little too fast in the fourth, it's kind of taking his time, just not really finding the pocket, not really finding a person. But it gave him too much time. It gave him way too much time to just have too much pressure on him, and the Jets just kept coming after him and coming after him and coming after him. You know what I'm saying? It was just basically a shutdown. You know what I'm saying? They shut him down on all angles. You know, so it was a great win for the Jets. Showed their resilience, as I've been saying. But you know, like I said, man, if the Jets get Aaron Rodgers back in January, do y'all believe that the Jets has another chance, another push to possibly make it to some type of championship, or maybe to the Super Bowl? You know, right now, for me, I gotta give them a round of applause for the Detroit Lions, because once again, the Detroit Lions pulling off another victory, 20-7 or 20-9, something like that. Pulling another victory, back to playing that hard-nosed hitting football, 2000 style era football, dominating with the players they have. St. Brown came back, killed it, did what he had to do. Jared Goff once again showing his what could I say? His expertise, or not even his expertise, but his experience, showing his experience. You know, just looks like a refreshed Jared Goff. Looks like Jared Goff that we seen when he was going for those title runs, or you know what I'm saying? Like going for those title runs. That's the Jared Goff that we seeing right now. And the Lions, like I said, and as we said before in the last podcast, they playing that 2000 style football. Hard-nosed hitting, crazy lineups. There was a pass that like four blockers blocked on the right, and I believe he passed it to the running back, and you just see a wall of players as St. Brown's just running through. It's just different type of football that it's like admirable, because this is what we watch football for. This is why we watch Sunday sports, you know, to cheer for our teams, to root for our fantasy players, you know, and we seeing like a real team that's really painting a story right now, a real comeback story. This was a team that hadn't played good in recent years, been a team that went 0-15 at a point in time, and now look at the emergence of the Lions with Jared Goff, St. Brown, you know, Montgomery, all these players that they have. They're doing their thing. They're really showing their resilience. They're really showing their talent, and they're just arising. And like I said, man, I feel like they should be in the discussion of will they be in the Super Bowl this year. The energy that it is, the energy they have, the momentum they have, and y'all know about momentum. Y'all know about momentum, how important momentum is. We see it every game. We see it with teams through the NBA, through the NFL. Momentum is really important. And right now they have that momentum. Right now they have that hunger. You know, football is up and down. People get injured. But right now they have that momentum. So right now, I believe they should be in the discussion of could they be Super Bowl contenders. I've been saying that. Could they be Super Bowl contenders? And if they stay healthy, if Jared Goff stays good, Montgomery, Brown, everybody good, I think we have a chance to see the Detroit Lions advance to the Super Bowl. We're not seeing, we're seeing the teams that went to the Super Bowl last year. Yeah, they're making it, skating by, but they still haven't been successful wins. Patrick Mahomes, Thursday Night Football against the Broncos. I feel like barely scraped by and barely accomplished that victory. I feel like, as I've always said, that Patrick Mahomes is the Michael Jordan because he comes through in the clutch moments. He comes through when he needs to. I still feel that he's barely skating by or barely just putting in the effort. Or maybe it's just that all he really has to rely on is Kelsey. So he's always looking for Kelsey, and he can't really rely on Tooney and Rice and all these other, receivers. So I feel like maybe he's just skating by, but I feel like they're not looking like the contenders that they were. I'll just say it like that. I feel like Kansas City's not looking like the contenders they were. The Eagles aren't looking like the contenders they were. And for them to have lost against a team like the Jets that everybody, doesn't claim is going to be something, they were exposed in a way tonight. Just like how it's a similarity to like the Cowboys. Everybody thought the Cowboys was the team. And as soon as the Cardinals beat them, it was kind of downhill from there, But I just feel like the Lions, like I said, playing football, real organized, 2,000 hard-nosed hitting football, could be contenders for the championship, Kansas City, can we see them turning up at the end? Absolutely. The Eagles, could we see them turning up at the end? Absolutely. Because this is what these teams are built for. They play during the winters. I mean, at least the Eagles, they love playing during the winter. That's what they do, East Coast football. But the Lions right now, I feel, should be in the discussion of will they advance or will they succeed and make it to the Super Bowl? And at the same time, will Jared Goff and can Jared Goff become the MVP this season of the NFL? He's playing amazing. Like, let's just keep it a stack. He's playing amazing. So, Jared Goff, MVP, Lions, Super Bowl. I think something can happen from that, ladies and gentlemen. I just think something can happen from that. Yesterday, Sunday, let's speak it like that. Sunday football, Like I said, we seen all the teams that was undefeated get defeated. Eagles took the L. 49ers took the L. The 49ers, I would say, took the biggest L of the game. And I'm not even talking about the Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel's injury. I'm talking about the Greg Olsen hug on Christian McCaffrey. I feel like that's what kind of tainted the game, and it tainted Christian McCaffrey, and he wasn't the same after that hug. Now, I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I don't know what that was. I don't know what he was doing. But Greg Olsen should have never hugged Christian McCaffrey that tight, man. I feel like you might have helped pull something, man. Pause. But that was uncalled for. Brock Purdy did not show up yesterday. Lost his key pieces, Deebo Samuels, Christian McCaffrey. Did not show up completely. I felt like every time I was watching them play the game, I felt like every time they had the ball, pause, it was 2nd and 20 after every first snap. 2nd and 20 every time. Every time. Couldn't get nothing going. The Browns came through, did they thing. And now let's give a shout out to the Browns, right? Because the Browns actually is 4th in defense in the NFL. The Browns, a team that nobody sees, nobody thinks they gonna do nothing. They over here succeeding. And to me, just like I said that the Lions is playing like 2000 style football, I feel like the Browns is playing like 2000 style football when it comes to defense. Like holding teams into to 20 points or about that average, 20 points. Might not be walking away with the victories all the time, but like to be playing that type of football, to still be going, to still be like really playing, really hitting, really knocking motherfuckers every play. I feel like to me, like I said, man, the Browns is showing some type of 2000 style football. Hard nose hitting, grinding for every play, holding back Brock Purdy, a quarterback that people say is elite, holding them back every snap. They couldn't get nothing. They couldn't get nothing. Let me see what I got down here, right? He Brock Purdy showed his lack of efficiency. He went 12 for 27, 125 yards, one touchdown, and one INT. And really, I feel like he lost Debo. He lost Christian. It wasn't even until he threw that interception that, to me, kind of sealed the deal and everything started really going downhill for him. The Browns, just their defense was just incredible. Like I said, 2000 style football, hard nose hitting, going for every time. Every time the ball's up in the air, pause, they going for it. Trying to get every pick, trying to get every sack, trying to get every fumble. Just grinding for every yard. Like that shit was crazy to see. PJ Walker was the quarterback yesterday. No Watson. We had PJ Walker starting for the Browns. To me, he definitely plays a little bit of style, same football as Watson, excuse me. Same style as Watson, running quarterback. From what they say, he's played in a couple extra teams, been a backup for a few teams. But he was looking pretty good yesterday. To go against a team like the 49ers, once again, is another team that hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? Still playing hard-nosed hitting football, Got the best runner in the league. Got some of the best weapons in the league in the receiving end. Defensive, crazy defense. And the Browns found a way to pull it off yesterday. It was just lackluster defense from what I seen yesterday. It felt like, you see players that really wasn't running. You could go back and look at the game. Really wasn't running. Really wasn't going for the big plays. Right after the play be dead, they wasn't moving. I don't know. I feel like, you see shit like that. Like you see a lack of urgency, and you just see like, man, this team really ain't trying to get it. They already lost their players today, and they feel like they might not even get the victory tonight. But that's really all I got to say about that, man. The 49ers-Browns game was a really good game. But the Browns walked away with the victory, man. 49ers couldn't get it done. Brock Purdy was kind of exposed. Brock Purdy was in my fantasy lineup, and he only got me 1 point. So I don't even think I'm going to ever start Brock Purdy again. He ain't got Christian McCaffrey. He ain't got Debo Samuels. I don't think I will ever start Christian McCaffrey again. I got to start looking into waiver wires and seeing what kind of scrappy-ass quarterback I could pick up right now. Because I got Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins ain't been doing nothing for me. I somehow, some way, I walked away with a 4-1 victory before last week, right? Got four wins, 1 loss. This week I took another L, so I'm 4-2. But it's like, man, my whole team is just starting to take a L. I got Christian McCaffrey injured now. I got Brock Purdy playing like shit without Christian McCaffrey. He's out. I got CeeDee Lamb. He played tonight, but it ain't no way that I'm gonna score like 60 points tonight with CeeDee Lamb. But still, he's playing trash. I got T. Higgins playing trash, injured, not being able to get none. I mean, even though the Cincinnati Bengals did walk away with the victory yesterday, T. Higgins still, with that rib injury, he ain't really getting nothing done for me. Laporta yesterday. Obviously the Lions walking away with the victory, but he wasn't really utilized as much as he is. But I believe he's also going through an injury. I had the Eagles defense, and as we all know, the Eagles lost to the Jets. If we would have gotten like 3 interceptions and a forced fumble and things like that, it might have been a different story for me. But trash. And I got James Cook. James Cook, he was cooking a little bit yesterday. Think he ran for 71 yards, but couldn't get nothing. Couldn't get no touchdowns for me. So I think all in total, I think I only walked away with like 93 points. My boy Hen Dog, who I'm facing, he gonna be on the show soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned. My boy Hen Dog got like 153. He got that. He got the dude from. He got the dude from. Let me look through my fantasy shit real quick, man, so I can let all these viewers know what we talking about. He got these motherfuckers from. He got like 3 people from Miami, and you already know if you competing against anybody from Miami, ain't no way you're gonna walk away with a fucking victory. He had Raheem Mostert, got 36 points, 3 touchdowns for 115 yards. And I got Kyron Williams, but he walked away questionable. Got me 24 points. All I got is CeeDee Lamb today playing. Look, y'all can see. And I ain't gonna walk away with the victory, man. I'm gonna go down. It's 4-1. 4-2. Starting to become the laughing stock of the NFL. Starting to become the laughing stock of the fantasy league. Give me the Loop Fantasy League. Cause I was talking all this shit. I came on here first week telling y'all, yo, look at my lineup. And ever since I said that, it's been jokes. It's been jokes. It's been L's. It's been barely winning. It's been barely coming through with the victory. It's just been nothing but disasters. Last week, I won by 3 points. I got 96. The dude I went against had 93. Somehow, some way, came away with the victory. But y'all, they laughing at me, y'all. They laughing at me, as they were laughing at me in the beginning when I drafted Kirk Cousins. I said, man, don't worry, don't laugh about Kirk Cousins. First episode, don't worry about Kirk Cousins. Now they laughing at me, man. This ain't right, y'all. This ain't right. But I gotta keep supporting my fantasy team. I gotta keep going for my fantasy team. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have these players in your lineup, right? I got a question. If you have any of these players in your lineup, let me go through my lineup real quick because I want to clip this up. All right? So if you have any of these players in your lineup, I'm talking about Christian McCaffrey, Kyron Williams, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Smith, Sam Laporta, T. Higgins, James Cook. Who y'all gonna try to get for in the trade? If y'all have any of those players, who would you let go and who would you try to acquire in the trade? Because I need some help. I need some advice. I need some blessings from the fantasy gods because this ain't happening. This ain't happening for me right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to be 4-2. I was the talk of the town in the beginning, first 4 weeks, and then it's like all of a sudden I became the laughing stock of the Give Me the Loot fantasy. This ain't right, y'all. This ain't right, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get my team right. But, it's what we do. You know what I'm saying? It's what we do. We talk these sports. You know what I mean? We talk these sports. Sunday football was amazing. Now, I know tonight, let me see this real quick. Let me see. NFL.com, right? Tonight, got a game, another one, Chargers versus the Cowboys. Now, I want to give my opinion real quick on this. I'm sure by the time that maybe this airs, the game probably would have already played. But I'm just going to give my opinion on what I believe that tonight's game is going to be. All right? I feel like once again, the Cowboys are going to be exposed again. They're going against Chargers defense. Chargers playing on Monday night, and I think are they playing in? I think they're even playing in L.A. Listen, man. Oh, hold on. There's some injuries now. Hold on. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler off injury report. Oh my God. Austin Eckler off injury report. That's all I had to say about tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Eckler out of injury report. Justin Herbert out of injury report. It's a Monday night showdown. The Cowgirls versus the Chargers. And I believe and I know that the Cowboys once again are going to be exposed. Dak Prescott's not going to get nothing done tonight. Mark my motherfucking words. Let's drop a bomb on him because he done. He done for. He done Z. He done Z. Yo. Listen, I appreciate y'all joining me again. This shit is a pleasure always having y'all, always being able to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop more content this week. I'm going to drop more content more frequently. And if you want to be a part of the Talm'Bout podcast, make sure you hit me up either on the email down below or just hit me up on the IG. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it right here on the screen, maybe right here. You know what I mean? Just make sure y'all hit me, subscribe, follow, drop a comment, get in tune with the conversation. It's the Talm'Bout podcast. We in this bitch.